All right, gang, we're back with the Screen Team right here on today's Talk 930 KWOC and 93.3 FM. We want to give props to our sponsors, Poplar, Bluff Drywall, also 33 Productions and Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, where Walmart is next door to us. Our final film is I don't even know where to start with this film. This film came out back in 1984. It's called Purple Rain. It's a rock musical drama film. Maybe you want to say it's a comedy, too. I don't know. The film stars Prince and Morris Day and his group and The Time and guys.
Apollonia.
Guys, I need some help with this one.
Man, need we say more? It's like Prince.
That's it. Show's over.
Enough said.
Let's talk about your first experience with this film. When did you guys see it?
First time we watched it together was the night of Candy's senior prom.
Really? Wow. So there was no like, hey, let's take a limo and go someplace fancy to eat? No, you're like...
Well, she didn't go with me, though.
Oh.
We'd only been dating for a week.
2 days.
And, 2 days.
2 days.
We'd been dating for 2 days.
Oh, wow.
So this wasn't long after the Hitchhiker's experience.
Oh, wow. Right on.
But we'd only been officially dating for a couple days, which me and Candy have known each other for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had come back from her senior prom because it was boring, and we were once again over at Christy's house, and
everybody had gone to bed.
You're in a prom dress. Why not? Let's watch Purple Rain.
Oh, man, you can't write this. This is great. Great stuff. All right, so you guys see Purple Rain together after your senior prom. What were your thoughts, man? Did you like it?
Yeah. At the same time, though, and I still say this to him now, it's like I felt like that was a test. It's like if she doesn't like Purple Rain, then I can't date her. Because after it was over, he just looked at me and was like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Huh." But
it was almost like a crossroads right there. Which way is Candy going to choose?
It is a test. It's what kind of personality are you?
It's like she doesn't like it, I dump her.
It's like Elvis people and Beatles people. There's people who like Purple Rain and people who don't.
Yes. So, what is Purple Rain, man? Can you describe it for me?
It is the single body of work that defined the 1980s and made the 80s everything that they were. It's Prince, I guess, starring as kind of himself, but kind of the fictional character at the same time. Mm-hmm. A struggling young artist who has a regular artist at the First Avenue venue in Minneapolis. And he's constantly struggling with his art form, and people digging it, I guess. And Morris Day is on his case because Morris Day wants that top slot and wants to knock him out because he sees him as competition. It's hard to describe this movie because for the music takes the forefront in this. A lot of the movie is performances, mainly from Prince and the Revolution, but also there's Morris Day has some performances earlier in the movie and in different spots in the movie. But the plot's very basic. I mean, he's just struggling. He meets this girl who wants to be a singer and is looking for his help and ends up going to Morris Day for his help, and it turns into an ordeal. Has a bad relationship with his parents who are at home always fighting, and just everything that happens in between, because there's not a whole lot of dialogue in this movie.
Yeah.
This
thank
movie,
goodness.
This movie, I will say, yes, thank goodness, but I will say this movie, call it what you will. You can say it's a great movie, you can say it's a terrible movie, but I think it does one of the best jobs of show not tell than any other movie does.
Show not tell.
Exactly. You don't tell a lot of the story through exposition and dialogue. You tell the story through what's happening, through the visual.
True. Yeah, like when I watched this film, it felt like I was watching like a 90-minute music video.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really what it felt like to me.
Prince said, "Hey, MJ, you got Thriller? Check this out."
Exactly. That's like one of those things. MJ or Prince? Which one? Yeah. Which one do you dig more? But I didn't hate this film, but I definitely don't know if I want to watch it, multiple times. But Jake, you were telling me that this is like your go-to film for you guys when you guys are looking for something to watch or whatever. This is
just something to break the monotony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We watch a lot of TV shows on DVD, and we'll cycle through shows over and over. And every once in a while, it's like Friday night, and It's like, let's watch Purple Rain.
Usually it's always his suggestion. And I'm just like, okay.
And it was great.
The music is really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I do like it.
Yeah.
But it's also just very ridiculous at the same time. That's part of why I like it.
Yeah, and I don't think the movie had a very big budget, which with what they did, with what little budget they had, I think they came out with a really good product.
Yeah. And this is like one of those cult films that musicians and people of the 80s just love it, man. They dig it. I agree with both you guys. I think the main key to this film is the music, because you got like Let's Go Crazy, you got When Doves Cry, and this is Darling Nikki in this film.
Darling
too?
Nikki, yeah.
And of course, Purple Rain.
Oh yeah, Purple Rain too. Of course, you can't forget that one. And the music is just is better than the movie.
Yeah, we can say that. Music's better than the movie.
Definitely.
But those in-between spots, especially the stuff that's supposed to be funny, is actually totally hilarious for the opposite reason of what they were going for. It's not really...
It's just ridiculous.
It's not funny for the dialogue they wrote. It's funny because of the dialogue they wrote. Not so much the way it was delivered, just the way it was portrayed, I guess.
So I'm not really the biggest Prince connoisseur. I don't know too much about him, but the Revolution is in them. They're in there as themselves, correct?
Yes.
And what I read, this movie was first intended for Vanity. Are you familiar with who Vanity is? Vanity,
yeah, she was one of the artists. She kind of fits in that same slot as Apollonia.
Yeah, but for some reason they didn't want her in that lead, so they put Apollonia. So was Apollonia in Prince's band too, or?
I don't think she was. I don't think she was in Prince's band.
Okay.
I think they were coming up in the same label or something like that, and it was kind of a side promotion deal.
Gotcha. Sheila E. was in the movie too, right? That's what it says. It says as Morris's jilted date, Sheila E. was in.
Yes. She gets
thrown in a dumpster.
So that's Sheila E. Oh wow, that's awesome. Right on, man. Right on.
Jerome.
One of those very ridiculous parts of the movie.
Yeah.
Yep. Jerome, Morris Day's kind of butler, right-hand man. Yes, Morris Day's yes man, Jerome, is one of the better parts of the movie as well. I think that's actually a pretty decent, decent acting, and I don't even know that actor's name.
Yeah. I didn't find out about Morris Day in the time until I saw Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, where they like live their lives around Morris Day at the time, and they do like a guest a guest spot at the end of the movie, man. So if you're a fan of music, if you're a fan of 80s nostalgia, this cult hit Purple Rain is definitely for you. Guys, thank you so much, man. This was a lot of fun.
Hey, not a problem. Anytime.
Candy, can we convince you to come back?
Sure.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for being on the show, Jake. Thank you as well. We're going to be back next Saturday at 6 p.m. We got Matt Whitworth and Kyle Roberts in the studio. We're going to be doing kind of a classic kids horror film, Monster Squad. Have you guys seen that film?
I have not.
You've never seen Monster? It's kind of like Goonies, but with like Dracula and Frankenstein.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's an old 80s film.
The Screen Team to find out what they think.
Look at this, man. She's already pro. I love it. We'll also be doing the new movie with Reese Witherspoon called Devil's Knot, which has to do with the West Memphis 3.
Good movie.
It's you guys got to see it too? Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yep.
And I'm not looking forward to this next one, guys. I have a fear of horror movies with dolls in them. So we're going to be watching the new movie Annabelle, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. So we'll see if I end up watching that. Yeah. So for Candy, for Jake, and Chris, we are the Screen Team here on Today's Talk, 930 KWOC.